Hey guys, it's Cora Ross and welcome to the 6 News Roundup. So of course we've had a very busy day. In this video we're going to go over the designer notes for the pre-season. This has quite a lot of changes. It's got the glass rework, it's got the new deployable shield, so this stuff will be able to play in the new season and in the test server, which is really cool. Now of course we've had massive leaks today, all thanks to Ubisoft. So they put the test server up early for the new season, so people were actually able to get in. There's actually now gameplay as well up. Of course, it's all solo gameplay because people couldn't connect to each other, so it's all from first person. I won't be showing any of that, but I will show you the new menu. That looks amazing, so that's awesome. But all their gadgets and their loadouts have leaked. So I've covered that all in the other video if you want to go check it out. Then Ubisoft accidentally released the trailer for the Defender. Then they immediately deleted it. Of course, it ended up all over the place. So they then officially released it. Oh, what a mess. So if you want to see stuff on the leaks, go check out my video. There'll be a link in the description, and that's on the main channel. But in this video, we've got more than enough content to make up an entire video on all the stuff coming with the new season. So let's start with attachments and tweaks. So this is interesting. The Desert Eagle can now be equipped with a muzzle brake or a suppressor. So of course we know that the new attacker is going to have a Desert Eagle. It was of course in the thumbnail image with a silencer on it. So it appears to be exactly the same gun that is used by Valkyrie. And we know as well because of the trailer that the Defender also uses Valkyrie's MPX. So one of them's got the sidearm and one of them's got the primary. And Smoke's FMG9 is going to be able to be equipped with Mozzie's scope. Of course, we now know that this weapon is going to be used by the attacker. Now, a lot of people are still in denial about this. They still think that, no, that's just placeholder, and I'm afraid it's not. These are the guns that the new operator is going to get. So there's no new guns, which, I'm disappointed with. But a lot of people are still in denial about it. They're also making Finka's thing more consistent, as it will now cleanse the resultant tinnitus when affected by an explosion. So a nice little buff and quality control there for Finka. Then we have Glass. So of course we've seen this rework at the 6 Invitationals, but we'll now be able to play it in the test server, and it should be coming with the new season. As you can see, if Glass is moving, he doesn't get the outline on the operators, and he actually can't see through smoke. So he has to stand still and be a much more sniper, basically. He actually has to snipe. I do hope they buff the damage of Glazzy's gun because of this, so that he is a bit more of a one-shot kill, or at least, a two-shot kill. So we'll see how this goes. Of course, we'll have 3 weeks in the test servers to see how it all kind of plays out, and I'm interested to see. Now, they're going over some current status here. So with Maverick, they changed the time it took to switch from your blowtorch back to your gun, so they made it harder, basically, to get back to your weapon. And they're saying that they're still monitoring the community reaction around Maverick, and player feedback indicates the sounds may be too quiet. So we are still looking at audio tweaks. It is too early to share specifics, so that means mid-season or next season we might actually see something with Maverick getting changed when it comes to the audio. But for now, nothing. Now this is great news. This is something I was hoping would appear at some point, because the new Capital, the way that fire spreads out is really cool. And it looks like they're going to try and do the same with Smoke, and I think this would be awesome. I think this would be absolutely great. But they don't have an ETA on it, but I do think this would be absolutely awesome for Smoke. Just imagine letting off a canister in that room, like slowly filling up. And of course, it's not going to fill an entire room, but it would make it just seem maybe cooler. It might look a lot more awesome. So interested to see how that works out. Then we have the new deployable shields. So of course, again, we see these at the 6 Invitationals. They looked OP as hell. Now, of course, right now people are running around with these on their heads, but this is the new one. You've actually got windows to see through, so they're kind of like a cheap mirror, and they looked incredibly powerful in the gameplay. And they're one way, you can't see through, you can only see the other way from the Defender side. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. It perfectly fits up in a doorway as well. It just looks amazing, and I do think it seems overpowered, but we'll see how it plays out when they actually bring it to the game. It does though look like they haven't changed it a bit from the 6 Invitationals. It looks exactly the same. And finally we have the ballistic shields. So this is the shield operators, and they basically say here that we know that they're frustrating and we're still trying to investigate better ways to deal with these operators. So they're wanting to make shield operators more enjoyable to fight against, but also they do want to make them actually enjoyable to play as well, without them being a frustration to either side. Now, one last thing we should go over is the top issues and community concerns. So this is a blog post about all the stuff that is broken and big broken. Like this week we got the Clash exploit, we got the Deployable Shield exploit, we got the IQ exploit, we've got this which has been in here for pretty much I think since the beginning of the season, right? The leaning death cam replays looking wrong. It looks like no one shot at you, but they did. But the death cams are just incorrect right now for a lot of people. Vaulting into black mirrors, GU mines forcing hostages into prevent revive modes. Yeah, not good. There's a lot of issues. Vaulting into the purple tarps and coastline, deploying gadgets on prismas, sound bugs. So yeah, this is all the big ass issues right now that they're trying to fix. And of course, a lot of these have been here for a while, and they've got all these exploits that just turned up that literally they're going to have to fix as quick as they can. Of course, in game development, that still means a while. So yeah, that sucks. And then we have the top gameplay topics as well. So they're aware that smoke can go through walls and stuff like that, so they want to fix that. Weapon sight alignments. So weapon optics are a few pixels off center in some situations, so they want to fix that. The shield first and third person mismatch when rotating. So they did fix that, but it broke something else, so they had to revert it back. And this is just the thing with Rainbow. It has gotten so bloody complicated that it's become a big issue. Apparently joystick sensitivity curve as well. We currently have a sensitivity curve for controller users that is not comfortable for all players. That's interesting. I always like when I play Apex Legends and then I go back to Rainbow, it almost feels a little bit off somehow. And I know that Apex Legends does have a sensitivity curve as well, but it just feels that a little bit nicer for some reason. And then we have the top balance and topics. So of course Glaz. So he is going to be going back to hopefully be more of this sniper. And I do hope, like I say, that they actually give him a more powerful weapon to take up that position. But we'll just have to see how it works out. And again, they talk about smoke. So adjustments in the damage cover smoke's canister will move smoke further towards an area denial role. So they want to change him a little bit. We'll see how it goes. And let's hope they can deal with all the situational issues that they've got right now with all the exploits and all that. Hopefully fix that quickly. And hopefully get on top of everything else, because it's going to start piling up really bad for the developers to the point of being a catastrophe if it isn't already there, with these exploits absolutely wrecking ranked right now. So yeah, not good news at all. Anyway guys, thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time.